Hi YouTube, I'm back. Hopefully you guys haven't gotten tired of seeing my face the past couple of days. I just did a video for just explaining a little bit about the makeup look I have. It wasn't a tutorial, but I mentioned in that video that I wanted to do a brief little, I guess, maybe Loc intro video just discussing my hair and a little bit about that. So, as you can see, I have locks, and my locks are 21 months. Next month on the 15th, April 15th, they will be 22 months. So I'm really close to my 2-year mark. I'm very excited about that. I started my locks June 15th, 2008, after being natural for 5 years. So I had plenty of time to play around in my loose hair, and it had gotten to a point for me that I was wearing 2-strand twists more often than any other style. I would curl them, I would pin them up, I would do everything. So at that point, for me, I felt like I had exhausted everything else I wanted to do with my loose hair, and so the natural progression for me was to lock my hair. So on June 15th, I got up and I installed my last set of 2-strand twists. And there were 100, well, there still are 102 of them, and I pretty much tried to follow I guess, I don't know if I can get this on camera, sort of a bricklayer pattern kind of. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing here. But, you know, and I did pretty good in the back. As you get to the top, however, I began to do more of a horseshoe thing coming in. So I don't have, like, I do so much have a middle part, but I don't, like, if you try to, like, do flat twists all the way across, I don't have perfectly even rows. So, yeah. But 102 of them. I started off retwisting my roots for, like, the first 8 months, and I kind of got tired of the every 2-week kind of deal. And I love to wash my hair, so very frequently, not because I have a skin issue or because at the time I was not even working out. I started working out recently, but I just was finding, you know, with the retwisting, I was having to do it to keep my hair looking pretty neat. So I started reading up on latching or interlocking, or I don't know what other things people call them, call the technique, and started playing around with interlocking. First, I think my first time I did a finger latching session. Excuse me, my nose is itching. And that went pretty well, and I liked the freedom of being able to kind of wash my hair regularly without it looking completely a mess after, and not having to retwist immediately after. As they've grown and gotten more mature and longer, I even go much longer without latching. I think I was latching every 4 to 6 weeks. I recently just relatched my hair after almost 3 months, and I'm pretty comfortable with it. If I really get, you know, obsessed about because right now I just washed them today, and the front is a bit fuzzy, but if I really get obsessive about the hairline looking neat, I can always just retwist the front. But I'm trying to get past that as well, because I don't want to do that every time I wash my locks either, because that's no better than retwisting every 2 weeks. So but yeah, so I pretty much interlocked my hair. I've been doing that since about the 8-month mark. I've maintained my locks myself. I went to a loctician once, probably almost 6 months in, and that was just to kind of see, you know, how I was doing as far as taking care of them, how they were progressing, if I was on the right track, because of course I never had locks before. And after that, I pretty much, again, maintained them myself. I do have a hair album on, it's Fakki, I think is the appropriate pronunciation, and I will add the link in the info box here so that you can check out. And I did a really good job of documenting with pictures my journey from like day 1 through the months, particularly when I was going through the budding phase and the fuzzy phase, and I'm still kind of in the fuzzy phase. For me, you know, I love my locks. I love the freedom that I have with my locks. I love the versatility of them. I do style them. Lately I've been a little lazy with styling, but I do style them. And if you check out my album, you'll see some of the things that I've done. And as far as maintaining them, I pretty much, I don't even have like a special shampoo. I use either black soap that I dissolve in water and use as a liquid soap, but I use that on my body. Or I've recently been using Burt's Bees. They have a peppermint and, I'm trying to think, some kind of peppermint body wash. Sometimes I'll just use that, or a number of things I've mixed up. I tend to love to mix up stuff, but I pretty much shampoo and kind of go. Occasionally I'll do like hot oil treatments, things of that nature. I recently tried a sugar scrub for my scalp that one of the natural ladies here on YouTube did a video about, and it was wonderful. So I will be doing those more often. And if anybody's interested, I can definitely do a little video on that, or post some information about how I made my scrub. For moisture and things of that nature, I pretty much apply oil, anything from olive oil to almond or sunflower oil, any type of carrier oil. A lot of them I will infuse with herbs, so like lavender or rosemary, or I have some oil that I made with cloves that I love the scent of in my hair after it's been washed. And primarily what that means is that I just take the herbs, crush them, pour the oil over them, and sometimes I put them in a warm water bath for a little while, and then leave them for like a couple of weeks and allow the, the scent and, some of the good properties to seep out of the herbs and into the oil, and I apply that to my hair. Other than that, I don't do a whole lot. I have some commercially prepared products, and I occasionally will use regular shampoo because I have some that was left over from when I was a loose natural, but I really try to keep it simple at this point. They have grown quite a bit, and like I said, I definitely chronicle that really well in my hair album. I may try to put some still shots in here. I did do a photo collage, one of my, I think like my second video on here, that kind of shows you a little bit about how I've styled and the things that I've done with my locks. But I just wanted to do what I hope is a brief video and just give you a little bit of information. And of course, if anybody has any other questions about, how I maintain my locks, or just anything about my journey in general, feel free to ask. At this point in time, I feel like I'll have these forever, but you never know. I've seen people comb locks out and cut them off, and for me, I do have the peace of mind of knowing that, I've already done the loose hair, the loose natural hair thing. I did the relaxed hair thing. I did color. I've done just about everything I would want to do with my hair. So for me, the locking and just going through this journey now and watching them change and grow and keeping them healthy is pretty much my main focus at this time. When I initially did install them, I did say that I had set kind of a goal to see, growth-wise where they were in, a certain amount of years by the time I was a certain age. And I'm sort of still looking to see where I am at that point, but I don't see that I'm going to do anything drastic. The reason why I had set that goal is because I pretty much, when my hair was relaxed, kept my hair short. And when it was natural, of course, with shrinkage, I didn't have to deal with, it always hanging on my neck unless I did twists. So now I'm getting used to having hair, on my neck and, coming down my neck, and it's an adjustment. So I don't know. When I used to get braid extensions, I would get them really long, and within a few weeks I end up cutting them about shoulder length into a layered style. So I don't know if I'll be feeling the same way if my locks get really long, but I love my locks. Again, I'm enjoying the journey. I'm looking forward to seeing, what comes up, and I hope that this video was, informative if anybody was curious about my hair. And again, like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to, comment below, and I will get back to you. All right, thanks guys. Have a great day. Bye.